Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh kepada pelajar 3C PAD240. So lama kita tak jumpa secara online macam ni. Okay, so minggu lepas madam ada kena pergi UiTM uruskan pasal React Day. So ni madam dapat bertenang lah. Okay, so okay, quiz okay so sebenarnya kita perlu pergi apa orang kata, tak lama kita kena buat test dah ni sebenarnya. Okay, so madam macam susah hati jugalah test tu. Okay, sekejap madam tengok dekat ni lah PAD240 answer scheme of work module. Okay, so basically ni yang RP ada beri. Kamu akan ada midterm test pada minggu ke-7. Maknanya yang akan masuk chapter 2, 3 dan 8. Tapi chapter 8 pun kita tak belajar lagi macam mana kan. So mungkinlah chapter 8 tu dibuat secara pilihan lah. Mak tak payah jawab pun tak apa. Okay. Alah. Alright. Okay, so semua sihat walafiat ya. Test kalau nak tengok. Okay, so kalau kita nak tengok test pun boleh dah sebenarnya markah test kamu semua ni. Okay. Assessment. Kita boleh bincang lagi, alright? Read book.
Ya, madam.
Kelas apa? Kelas C kan? View. And then di ke C. Dah ada dah markah. Okay, sebab ianya adalah auto lah. Auto calculate. Okay. Student ID ke name dulu lah. Ahmad Zaini Dahlan. Mana Ahmad Zaini?
Ya, saya madam.
Kamu dapat 20 markah.
Terima kasih madam.
Okey, kita tengok apa. Okey, 20 markah. Ada berapa soalan semua ni? 25 markah. So 20 per 25. Okey, so 5 salah. Okey, alhamdulillah. Okey lah tu kan. Okey. Untuk okey, Atikah Syazwina. 25 per 25. Tahniah dapat markah penuh. Okey, Atikah
saya,
mana?
madam. Saya.
Okey, alhamdulillah. Tahniah
Terima kasih, madam.
Okey, Fatin Nadiah Faizul Asmar. 21 per 25. Tahniah juga. Okey, Muaz Ashraf. 20 per 25. Alhamdulillah, tahniah. Amirul Zulfikar. Kamu nampak kan yang madam Niha kan? Present ni nampak kan?
Nampak, madam.
Okey, Amiro 24. Okey, bagus. Darwisi pun 20. Bagus. Idham 21. Dini Syazwana 21. Hanim Sofia 20. Ain Atira 24. Ain Suraya 21. Fatin Syafika 22. Okey, begitu juga dengan Fatisha Najwa 22. Hanis Suraya 22. Mai Sarah 24. Bagus. Samihah 23. Ain Azman 23. Kita ada seorang lagi 25 per 25 iaitu Nurin Husna. Tahniah. Nurin Natasha 23. Nur Nikman Isyam 21. Putri Nur Alisha Aini 21. Siti Aisyah 22. Siti Nur Syafina 23. Siti Nur Najwa 23. Siti Zuliana 24. Okey. Bagus. Dan Wan Sumayah 23. Amboi, senang betul soalan ni. Okey. So, alhamdulillah lah. Okey, semua mendapat markah yang cemerlang. Tahniah Meda ucapkan. Okey, so Meda harap kamu faham chapter 1 ni. Dan bila faham chapter 1, insyaAllah akan senang lah untuk chapter-chapter yang lain. Okey, minggu lepas Meda suruh buat apa Meda pula dah hilang ingatan. Minggu lepas Meda suruh buat apa? Minggu lepas ke Meda tak suruh buat apa-apa?
Madam cakap nak start present.
Oh. Minggu ni presentation ke kelas? Minggu ni presentation.
Ya rasanya.
Lepas tu madam bergembira apa buat macam ni. Okay, so kita nak start present ke hari ni? Mesti dah madam kita dah siap dah. Okay, presenter siapa? Presenter. Ada presenter tak? Presenter dah siap ke? Boleh ada lagi 10.20 sampai pukul 11. Di pertandingan special. Dah ada ke filenya bagi kat madam? Dah ada ke? Assalamualaikum. Okay, kejap. Okay, siapa presenter hari ni? Tak ada lagi. Korang biar betul.
Madam, saya rasa dia orang tak bersedia lagi ni.
Ya.
Kumpulan 6 dulu, Madam.
Boleh ke kalau
Sekejap,
kita bincang soalan dulu? Zul ke? Sorry.
Bincang soalan dulu. Kejap, mana nak cari Google Drive. Itulah benda pening-pening dah. Pertandingan Oktober lah doa ni. Okay, lecture, tutorial, soalan assignment. Tengok apa yang Medi cakap Okay, draft assignment question. Draft semua dah buat. Ni dah okey ni. Draft semua. Nuri Natasha sesat ke sini ni. Assignment question. Kenapa tak tulis lagi ni group members ni? Okay, sekejap Madam nak tanya. Okay, siapa yang buat soalan nombor 1 siapa? Group siapa ni?
Grup saya.
Siapa nama? Siapa nama? Siapa nama?
Fatih Nadia.
Fatih Nadia lagi?
Fatisha Najwa.
Fatisha Najwa.
Nurin.
Kena tulis ni patutnya guys. Kena tulis. Okay, so tambah lagi satu kolom ni. Ni presentation. Kejap insert row. Alright. Dia suruh buat dah ke ni? Ini week ke-8 kan?
Ya, Madam.
Tak percaya lagi week 9. Ni week 10. Ni week 11.
Madam.
Dah ada ke?
Kita orang dah
Kita orang pusing-pusing macam random gitu. Lepas tu dah dapat lah yang mana.
Week 15 korang. Mana ada week 15? Hari ni dah ada yang bersedia. Bersedia ke tak bersedia? Kena present ni.
Ada seorang, ada satu group. Dah bersedia
dah? Okay, mana link dia? Mana linknya? Link. Mana videonya? Letak YouTube dah?
Dah letak, Madam.
Mana linknya bagi ke Madam tak? Cuba bagi dekat dalam chat.
Okey, sekejap, Madam.
Okay. Ya ilah. Pening kepala. So, siapa grup mana minggu ni? Korang boleh tak tulis kat sini supaya Madam tahu?
Grup nombor 6.
Grup nombor 6.
Soalan kita orang
Sister in Islam ni?
tak, Madam. Soalan grup nombor 6 tapi soalan nombor 3.
Yang ni? Ya Allah, kenapa lah macam tu? Grup 6 pula dah week 8. Tak payah nak grup sama je. Yang penting grup week 8. Okay, siapa ni? Link dia mana link dia? Hantar kat page. Hantar dekat chat. Mana letak dalam ni. Okay, boleh tak yang lain pun? Nampak tak kita punya, korang semua ada link kan? Betul tak? Ada link kan?
Ya ada Madam.
Letak nama, nombor ni sebab Madam nak menilai. Madam nak, apa orang kata, menilai letak siap-siap link nama semua. Okay. Dia rasa dia dah beri kot. Dia rasa dia dah beri dah. Ni ha. Lah. Okay, dah letak belum link? Ke sedang mencari?
Dah letak madam.
Ya, kejap. Alah. Oh alah. Kejap. Apa lah macam ni? Sekejap Rubric for presentation. Okay, kejap. Internet okey tak untuk kamu semua? Rubric.
Okey je madam.
Okay, rubric. So boleh tak kalau madam buat group 9, group ni, group tu. Ya. Copy. Make a copy. Okay, ni madam make a copy. Kemudian name lah group kamu. Boleh tak masukkan semua detail? So I akan guna ni untuk ni. Ni tajuk apa dulu ni? Tajuk apa dulu yang ni? Apa kumpulan 6 ni tajuk apa? Question number 3
Tajuk Dewan Rakyat madam.
Question 3. Dewan Rakyat Okay, madam buatlah siap-siap untuk korang yang ni sebab hari ni dah. So nanti korang masukkan ni. Okay. Aduh. Filling address. Okay, semua nampak?
Nampak madam.
Alright. So madam kena mute lah kot. Betul tak? Madam kena mute lah. Kalau tak nanti jadi double. Betul tak?
I'm Siti Zuliana binti Azmi. My ID student number is 2020497464.
My name is Nur Samia binti Razali. Student ID 2020497774.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Atika Shazwina binti Abdullah.
My name is Nur Ain binti Azman and my student number 2020612996.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nurini Shazwana binti Zulkifli. My student ID is 2020-60708.
Dewan Rakyat is the one house as the third component in the Parliament of Malaysia, which was inaugurated for the first time on 11 September 1959. Parliament can be known as the highest institution in Malaysia that consists of the Majesty, the Yang di-Pertuan Agong, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. For your information, Parliament functions is make the law, while the Dewan Rakyat serve as a chamber to discuss the bills submitted by state ministries, and also debate the state budget and give a final say on the amount of allocation to be given to the state government. So, the objective of this study about the Dewan Rakyat is important for students to know, because Dewan Rakyat plays the important role as the third body in the parliamentary system. The membership of Dewan Rakyat consists of 222 members who was elected in the general election based on the support of people representing each of 13 states for every 5 years. The party that obtains majority in the general election will be formed the federal government to govern the country. For your information, there are some classification to be a members in Dewan Rakyat, such as the candidate must be a Malaysian citizens, not less than 18 years old and above, have common sense and not bankrupt. Then, in addition, to be a members in Dewan Rakyat, they may not hold both position in Dewan Negara and Dewan Rakyat at the same time. Before the members holding any seat in the Dewan Rakyat, they should take an oath before the Speaker of the House of Representatives. They should swear and promise to perform their duties faithfully and fairly, and maintain the loyalty in their responsibilities, as well as abide by, safeguard, and defend on the Constitution.
I want to tell you about how Dewan Rakyat members were appointed. As we know, Dewan Rakyat consisted of 222 members. First of all, the members will be determined by the general election that is usually held every 5 years. The parties with the most votes can form government to rule the country. The members are selected based on the support of the people representing each of the 13 states every 5 years. Basically, each of the members of Dewan Rakyat is elected to represent one parliamentary constituency through multi-party election. However, before holding any seat in Parliament, each member must be sworn in before the Speaker of the House of Representatives. In addition, such members shall swear or promise that they will faithfully carry out their duties as member of the House to the best of their ability, to be loyal to Malaysia, as well as abide by, uphold, and defend the Constitution. These are the examples of Dewan Rakyat members, where Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin represent Pagoh, while Datuk Sri Najib Razak represent Pekan.
I would like to present my part, which is disqualification as a member of the Dewan Rakyat. There are numerous factors that can disqualify an individual from serving as a member of Parliament in Malaysia. This issue is also addressed in Federal Constitution Article 48. Firstly, an individual is disqualified from being a member of any House of Parliament if he is and has been found or declared to be of unsound mind. A person can do unexpected things if he is insane and can cause him to make improper decisions and only burden the people who are responsible for him. Thus, it is sensible if an individual declared to be of unsound mind is barred from serving on any council of parliament. Perfection in performing their role as parliamentarians may only be effective if they are mentally, emotionally, and physically capable. Secondly, if a person is declared bankrupt by a court in compliance with the law and has not yet been able to discharge his bankruptcy, he may be barred from serving on any parliamentary council. This is because, under the law, an elected representative position is forfeited if he is declared bankrupt. An individual who is declared bankrupt due to failure to obtain a remedy in court can develop a bad and negative image concerning his property and personal financial affairs. This declaration means that the person fails to effectively manage his property and financial affairs. Thirdly, an individual who works full-time or is paid a salary in any public sector is also ineligible to be a member of parliament. The major aim of this principle is to keep the workers apart from politics. In terms of responsibilities, the two groups are two different things where politicians look after the desire of the people who are responsible for the government, whereas those in the office are loyal to the government. Therefore, a person carrying a salaried job in the government, such as a judge or military officer, is ineligible to be a member of parliament and must quit the job first. Next, and individuals that do not send a statement of election expenses are also ineligible to be a member of any council in parliament. If an individual who has been assigned as a participant in an election fails to report a statement of election expenses as obliged by law in the way and within the specified time, he is considered guilty and is excluded for appointment as a member of parliament. This demonstrates that a member is not responsible and is performing his duties professionally. Then, an individual who has been found guilty of a criminal offense by any court in the Federation and sentenced to not less than 1 year in prison or a fine of not less than 2,000 ringgit and who has not been pardoned is also ineligible for appointment as a member of parliament. The Yang di-Pertuan Agong can also cancel the above-mentioned disqualification by pardoning the guilty ones. The convicted person is still qualified in parliament if found innocent by the Yang di-Pertuan Agong. Lastly, according to the Federal Constitution, a member of parliament will be dismissed as a member of parliament if he has consciously obtained the citizenship of a foreign country or has intentionally used advantages of that country's citizenship or has made statements of loyalty to any state outside the Federation. So, that is all for disqualification of Dewan Rakyat members.
Next, I will discuss about the issue debat in Dewan Rakyat, which is the issues of poverty. Datuk Sri Ismail Sabri Yaakob as the current Prime Minister in Malaysia brought the issue of poverty into Dewan Rakyat, which is focused on eradicating hardcore poverty, closing the income gap in our country when presenting the 12th Malaysian Plan, which is RMK12. This issue was familiar to him because he was raised as the son of Robert Tapper. Therefore, Datuk Sri Ismail Sabri Yaakob stated that he really understands the difficulty of the issue of poverty. In addition, because of COVID-19 has increased the poverty rate, thus affected the income of individual and also household, thus squeezing most family into poverty. At the same time, the Prime Minister also thanked to all those who are concerned and supportive of the government, including the corporate body of individual and the Majlis Agama Islam Negeri, in helping families affected by the issue of poverty they have faced. Therefore, the government seeks to eradicate this poverty problem by introduce the hardcore poverty eradicating initiative, given our aim at ensuring that the poor, including the urban poor, are assisted and special unit at the federal level and district office will be established. After that, the method of measuring poverty will also be further intensive by expanding the scope of the multidimensional poverty index or also known as MPI. To further increase the cost of living for B40 family and affected group, the government will provide target assistance such as cash and social protection to those who are eligible. In addition, urban community economic empowerment program and rural pupil well-being development scheme which is involved a cost of RM 1.5 billion to increase the marketability, well-being and purchasing power of B40 family. Next, it also states that his poverty consists of various aspects, among which are in terms of education and more. Therefore, B40 family will be given priority in admission to high performing school and the awarding of scholarship. For the aspect of education, scholarship and admission to high performing school will be focused on students from B40 family. Meanwhile, for the aspect of health, access to healthcare will be expanded for B40 family, including through the provision of nutrition food. Last but not least, training and risky training program will entrepreneur activity will be enhanced to increase job competitiveness in the M40 group.
For the issue of how can disqualification be a member of the council, councillors will be disqualified when found or declared to be of imperfect intellect when he holding an earning position, having been nominated for election to any one House of Parliament or to the Legislative Assembly of a state, or having acted as an election agent for a person so nominated. So he has not submitted any statement of election expenses required by the law in time and in accordance such desired manner. Next, he has been convicted of an offence by a court in the Federation and sentenced to imprisonment for a term of not less than 1 year, or a fine not less than 1 year, or a fine not less than 2,000 ringgit, and he has not obtained a free pardon. He has voluntarily acquired the citizenship of any country outside the Federation or has voluntarily exercised the right of citizenship in any country outside the Federation or has made a declaration of allegiance to any country outside the Federation.
As a conclusion, the role of citizens in electing their representative in the Dewan Rakyat is important. Through general election, elected representative will bring the hope and desire to the vote and study every aspect of the country legislation. As a result, this report has elaborated on membership, selection, disqualification, and the issue in order to fully understand the purpose of its establishment.
Okay, Meda rasa it is a very good presentation from a group from the group. Okay, so Meda makan evaluate lah. So soalan tak payah tanya tak apalah sebab kita masa pun tak singkat. Okay, tak lama. Sekejap Meda try tengok. Okay. So nanti kamu isilah ni. So inilah kriteria yang madam akan tengok lah. First dia punya introduction. Okay. Student's name, student ID dia sekali je lah. Format. Okay, so introduction. Okay, introduction kita akan tengok dia akan ada 1 hingga ke 5 markah. Madam rasa madam boleh bagi introductionnya bagus sebab orang kata dia berjaya betul-betul mengupaslah masa introduction tu. Key concept. Okay, ada tak key concept yang ditonjolkan? Memang ada, apa itu Dewan Rakyat, apa itu, semua tu ditonjolkan dengan jelas. Okay. Dengar ke Madam cakap ni?
Dengar madam.
Dengar madam.
Okay, transition. Transition ni maknanya peralihan. Daripada next ke next. Next tu pun Madam nampak ada. Okay. Okay. So, boleh bagi 5 lah kot. Kan? Okay. Conclusion. Dia rasa conclusion okay, tapi macam ada yang tak cukup sikit. Macam pendek sangat. So, dia bagi 4. Secara generalnya, okay, secara amnya kan, information, okay, mana dia nak bagi? Information was very informative, well organized, interesting. Yang ni Madam kena bagi 4 sebab Madam tengok kamu bagus tapi your presentation skills tu mungkin boleh baiki daripada baca, tapi Madam percaya ianya ni lah, ianya memang orang kata berinformatif, banyak apa orang kata banyak info, and then the way kamu edit the video, the clear, and then semua pakai baju yang elok. So for the first group this is good. So kamu telah meletakkan benchmark yang bagus lah pada kawan-kawan lain. So okay, tahniah Madam ucapkan kepada grup Dewan Rakyat. So kalau boleh Madam nak tengok writing skill pun bagus, the content dah bagus. So ini adalah dia punya ni. So how much the marks is? 5, 5, 5, 4, 4. Okay. 5, 5, 5. Okay. 4, 4. So 5 tambah 5, 15 tambah 8, 23 per 25. Okay, 23 per 25. So ni dah ni lah. Manalah highlight ni? Cantik sikit. Kotak kan. Alright, tahniah kepada grup yang pertama. So grup yang kedua lepas ni Madam nak tengok juga markah kamu, presentation kamu pun baik ataupun lebih baik daripada grup ni. So satulah, Madam suka dia punya edit, tapi the way your presentation ada lagi ruang untuk boleh di-improve. Okay, instead of baca saja, maybe boleh bernada lagi macam membaca berita yang macam tu. Okay, boleh? Okay, tahniah Madam ucapkan. So lepas ni siapa dah? Alright. So lepas ni grup apa? So boleh tak dalam grup tu, dalam drive tu nanti edit nama, nombor apa semua. Boleh group 3? Boleh ke?
Boleh Madam.
Markah tu jangan edit lah. Jangan duk letak 50 per 25 pula. Okay, lepas ni minggu depan grup siapa yang akan present minggu depan?
Grup saya Madam.
Saya tu siapa?
Sumaya.
Sumaya tu grup mana? Tajuk apa?
Grup kejap. Dekat SPI. Bawah.
Soalan nombor 8 madam.
Nombor 8.
Tak boleh sebab kita tak belajar. Kamu belajar sampai chapter berapa dah sekarang?
Chapter 4.
So maknanya chapter 4 ke atas je boleh present. Maknanya macam mana kita nak present benda yang kita tak belajar lagi? Itu yang tersilapnya kamu punya giliran tu, faham tak? Giliran buat assignment, nak present, benda tu pun tak belajar lagi. Yang ni Dewan Rakyat tak apalah, dah belajar dah. Boleh tak kalau Madam minta yang chapter 1, 2, 3, 4 dulu yang present? Sampai yang ni dulu 4, 2, 3 minggu depan. Kalau dah belajar, tak apalah, ni tak belajar lagi. So boleh tak Madam minta group lain, kamu arrange balik. So basically soalan nombor 1 dulu, nombor 2 dulu, nombor 4 dulu Madam benarkan. Ni tak belajar lagi macam nak present. So boleh letak sini nanti bincang balik letak nama, letak sini, and then form tu nanti sila manage kan. Boleh ke kalau Madam minta kamu bincang semula?
Boleh Madam.
Alright, so tak apalah, habis dah kelas kita. Okay, sekejap Madam nak tengok kamu punya tutorial. Banyak benda pula Madam nak tengok kan. So tutorial chapter 3. Chapter 3 dah buat. Okay. Chapter 4. Chapter 4 pun orang baru buat ni. Sila buat segera chapter 4. Boleh ke Madam nak? Chapter 4 baru 3 orang hantar ni.
Boleh Madam. Tak buat tapi tak siap.
Alright. Okay, kita jumpa minggu depan. Boleh ke?
Boleh, madam.
Presentation daripada grup yang selepas ini. Okay? Alright semua. Okay, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you,
Madam.
Thank you, madam.
Alright.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Okay.